Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy Bringling. Namaskar, namaste, and welcome to Bringle Talks. This is all about Rotary Legacy Fridays. Today's conversation is very special because I am joined not just by a leader, not just by a Rotarian, but by someone who has stood by me as a co-founder and a dear friend since 2017, Sharmila Divatia. She is the one who actually introduced me to the world of Rotary the first time when she actually joined Rotary in 2021. I wasn't aware about Rotary International to that extent since the time, till the time she joined in and she started sharing stories about it. But we'll discuss more about that in this talk. But let me just tell you, her life is a true testimony of resilience, service, and purpose. From being diagnosed with cerebral palsy at the age of 6 to building a 30-year-old long career in IT to leading Rotary Vadodara as a president to now shaping up the SKCKJ centers in Vadodara with Rotary, military, Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, universities, and even Government of India. Her journey inspires us all. For me personally, Sharmila's presence and trust makes me feel stronger every single day as we build this mission zero together. And today we will unfold her story of legacy. Welcome, Sharmila, and thank you so much for coming on Bringle Talks and helping recording these 7 days, 7 themes, for Bringle Talks.
Thank you, Aisha, for the opportunity and the honor. And of course, the pleasure is all mine.
Thank you. And I think Sharmila is Sharmila's story is going to talk about very clearly dare to dream big or else die wondering what could have been your $1 billion dream. So, with this, let me start with, Sharmila, your journey begins at a very young age when life presented challenges that could have broken anyone's spirit. Probably that's not even an age to realize that, what you will be doing in the next coming time. Yet your parents transform those challenges into strengths. And with your, impeccable strength, and I think it has reached out to this level. So let's go back to the part of your story. At age 6, when you were diagnosed with cerebral palsy and half of your body was paralyzed, how did your parents support and transform your life? What role did their sacrifices and determination play in shaping up the Sharmila we see today? And how do your brothers and family and friends stand with you today as you balance family responsibilities and social impact work?
It was a very tough time and a very tough year, 1970-71. I was in coma for a month and then I woke up. As you indicated, half my body was gone. It took me a year to walk, about 10 plus years to talk clearly. And I think I won't have my use of my left hand ever. Um, not really. I can lift a lot of weight with that, but I don't have finer movements. I can't type with both hands. But that's at this point in time irrelevant. I am independent, uh, mentally, physically, and financially. So it's how did I get here? Well, I had support from my parents. They gave up a lot of things, especially my mother. She took me to doctors and therapists and hospitals till the time I was sick and tired of all of it. At At the end of 15 years, I was pretty much in shape. I think that's credit to my mother and father. So, siblings, cousins, yeah. I don't think I've ever had a moment of discrimination in the family or in school because my school took care of that. My principal sensitized the teachers, and the teachers in turn sensitized their classes. So the entire school was ready to accept me when I joined in 1971 in class 2, grade 2. I don't think I have had better friends across the school, and we are still in touch. We go out, we have fun, even today. So it's been a very good life. Education, the best of it, was available in the city. Uh, Therapy, oh, of course, speech therapy was something that I had to do with my therapist in Bombay. I had no one here at that point in time.
I understand. And I think that is something the commendable work being done by the parents and the support provided by the entire family. And today, I can really say you didn't just overcome personal challenges, you built an extraordinary professional career. 30 years in IT, and you brought that leadership spirit into Rotary as well. Now, what drove you to succeed in the IT corporate world despite your physical challenges? Share some of your challenges, within the corporate world which you faced. And how did your Rotary journey begin? And what inspired you to take up the leadership roles here?
I got introduced to Rotary as a road tractor in my undergraduate year. That's 1983. 83 to 86. I was in BSc Mathematics and a road tractor and NSS volunteer. That's the National Social Service. Uh, so I was a part of the service cadre since I was 19. It has not escaped my notice that it's in the blood since my teenage years. So, as a road tractor, I attended a lot of meetings of Rotary Club Jawahar Nagar, District 3060. And I was aware of Rotary and its principles and the work that they do since I was 19. So when I joined formally as a Rotarian in 2021, no one had to sell Rotary to me. It was something that I thought was an extension of what I am doing as it is.
So, what were the challenges, Sharmila, you faced during the IT corporate world? And if you could share some of the,
Yes, I can. I
from
can.
there, and especially the social work which you had been doing even during that time.
Yeah, I was. Um, when I began my search for a job in the IT world, I was completely rejected. 28 rejections even before I got my job, the first job. I had to fight for it. I did fight for it, and at that point in time, the HR manager who took, took me in said that it was my spirit to fight back that has caught his attention, and he was willing to give me a chance because somebody who can persevere so much will definitely succeed. I think uh, that was what put me on track. I have not given up ever, and I did not give up then as well. Uh, Questions asked: will you sit for 8 hours? Not will you work for 8 hours? Will you sit? So, are you giving me a job, or are you giving me a charitable seat in the organization? So, and these are questions that used to haunt me at some point in time. And I thought I would do something about it at a later date when I had the strength and the power to change that.
That is something really wonderful, Sharmila. And I think I would really want to say thank you to the HR who actually gave you the first break,
Yes. I,
probably.
I, I, I,
And
I remember him very fondly,
hmm.
although people don't. And my first boss gave me my first lesson, which I have followed till now.
And what
He
was
told
that
me
lesson, Sharmila?
my first boss was one Mr. Emil Shah, who was general manager operations at DDORG. He is no longer with us, but I hope that he is up there looking and feeling happy that I am doing good work. He told me on the very first day of my job that I am uh, giving you this opportunity to work here, but there will be naysayers, and there will be people who will put you down, who will definitely push you out, try and push you out. At that point in time, please do not respond aggressively, but when given the chance to hit back, please do not hesitate. There's a phrase in Hindi. लोहा गरम हो तो हथौड़ा मारने से चूकना नहीं. So this is the kind of lessons my bosses have given me, and I have I have been very fortunate to have a wonderful uh, wonderful support from the hierarchy, the HR and my bosses both.
So, Sharmila, you've actually shared a very unique point in every of your talk. And all the listeners out there, if you're watching this or any of the other talks, I would really recommend you to watch all the 7 days of what, discuss, the Bringle talks with her, starting from, starting from 13th of September, and it will be going till 19th of September. 7 days, seven themes, different topics, different learnings, different perspectives. And I think it's a must watch aspect. So just tell me, Sharmila, I mean, I think, how did your Rotary, you talked about how your Rotary journey began. But what I want to also understand is you were president of Rotary Vadodara 2 years ago. What were the key transformations you brought during your presidencies? how have your connections with Rotary, media, government, corporates evolved into partnerships for these SKCKJ centers, and how these ideas of SKCKJ centers in Vadodara took shape?
Okay. While I joined Rotary, I also got connected to the media in Baroda. So the local TV channel, and I want to mention this on record here, VNM, Vadodara News channel, is headed by Gayatri Vyas, a very senior journalist, and she is the CEO of VNM TVM Media. So, yes, for the years, she is a personal friend, and she holds a very special place in my heart and in my work. She and her late father were activists for and on behalf of disability
Oh,
across Gujarat.
that's lovely.
So yeah, so anything to do with disability, and Gayatri is with us. She she and her team are always present, always reporting and giving credence to us as Rotarians and as individuals who are working in the field of disability, in the field of the underserved population. So, believe me, the media part is always taken care of. When I look at what transformation I have done, I don't know the amount of awards I have got at as a Rotarian, as a president, as a club. Does that reflect how good I have been, or how much work I have contributed to the district? I think both, because when I look at an iconic uh, leader award today being presented to me, it it reflects the change that the perception of disability that has been erased in the district. I can guarantee that. I don't think any of the clubs today in the district can say "Are bichara." You know that entire perception is finished for good.
That is something really, really important and
This is this is
critical.
what my DG had indicated. You have completely erased that entire perception of Are bichara. I said, yeah, there is nothing like bichara.
Lovely, lovely, Sharmila. I mean, I think, can you share more about this spiritual belief which you have and how it guides your work? I know, looking back, do you feel that everything in your life, challenges, career, Rotary, and now Sone Ki Chidiya Ko Jagao, was preparing you for this purpose? How do you define your personal legacy out here?
I okay. I used to struggle at times as a child that why was I saved? Why was I put through that entire rigmarole of being a disabled person, and then not why did I not be, dead? Because the doctors had given up. And when I woke up, they said, You don't know how much damage is there inside the brain. But it seems that it's hardly anything. So uh, it used to bother me at times that why did this happen? And it's the entire experience. And when you look back 50 years and then say, okay, so this is what I have to change. So that whole process was to make me learn what needs changing. And that is what I'm changing. So one is perception, the other is education, and the third is livelihood. All three are needed to be taken apart and rebuilt. That is
Okay,
what I'm doing.
wonderful. Wonderful, Sharmila. And I think, see, as we are about to close, I mean, of course, this is a generally we would like to keep it 10 to 20 minutes Bringle talks. And, anybody who's looking at read is watching it like a fast track of 2x, they can actually complete it in 10 minutes. So that is why we say spending every day 10 minutes on Bringle talks can help them realize their $1 billion dream in the shortest possible manner. But as we close here, let's look forward, Shamila here. Rotary Legacy is all about leveraging our past to shape up India's future. With your leadership in Vadodara, how do you see Rotary Legacy transforming India? And how do you envision Rotary clubs across India leveraging partnerships with corporates, governments, and communities to transform the nation?
Okay, I can give you one example right away. Uh, I have I've helped set up a 12 deaf women sewing center in the city where they work and manage their own finances. Yes, the government of India has helped put up the space and the machines. I have connected with an NGO that provides them consistent work, and they are on their own 2 feet currently. 12 of them. If this pilot works well, I intend to set up with Rotary and my own Vadan for you. The Sona Italia Ojagao Center for a sanitary napkin unit, a bakery, and a small MSME, uh, a small factory of a, a manufacturing unit
Oh,
eventually, giving uh, about 40 women chance to be self-employed. 40 disabled women to be self-employed.
this is
And
a very wonderful project, Sharmila. And I think being a director, international services of Rotary Jeevan Bima Nagar and Rotary Bangalore Jeevan Bima Nagar, and also Rotary Bangalore proposed president for a Rotary Bangalore Vathur project. I would like to really understand if we can do kind of a flag exchanges between two,
Yes,
some
please.
collaborations, what kind of a
Uh,
work we can do, and would like to know more about this project and want to share this project with our district governor as well. And of course to the the Rotary Jeevan Bima Nagar current president. So would love to understand how these things are kind of can be worked out, and then we can take it up. Uh, you already know that our the third co-founder, Dr. Vinay, she is also a president-elect of a Rotary,
Absolutely. Yes.
Bangalore Jeevan Bima Nagar. So I think if we could do some kind of a collaborations there, it would be really, really good for us.
I would love to do that. And believe me, if we have a small space also, we can set up a small unit, and we go from there, strength to
Uh,
strength.
we have our preschool available here. We can
Uh-huh.
leverage the place either on the first floor of it, or maybe in some of the
Why not?
existing
Why
area.
not?
We can figure that out maybe after the school hours or something like that, where we can help these women to generate additional income sources and work
Oh
for them.
yes.
Would be
Oh
happy
yes.
to do that.
In fact, I have an NGO who is working pan India for corporate uniforms. So they can give the work and we set up the unit, uh, the SKCKG center right there, they give the work. It's a consistent work that happens.
Okay, so what message would you like to give it to Rotarians, CSR leaders, or young change makers who are watching this conversation today?
Rotarians, well, uh, we have our motto, service about self. Uh, I don't think that Rotarians need more than that. We are already doing that. Service about self. Uh, Change makers. Yes. One is uh, hurrying up on change without looking at consequences down the line doesn't help. Have a community assessment and then look at any change that needs to be done. And as a part of the cadre in Asia Pacific today, I am looking at projects across the globe that need to be tended, you know, carefully. Uh, I think patience, perseverance, and a loving hand. Beyond that, what more do you want for change? You
Lovely,
have to
lovely.
continue to persevere
I
with
think
patience.
absolutely, absolutely, Sharmila. And let's take this world of Rotary legacy to different parts. And I think India is the second largest contributor from a Rotary organization point of view, in terms of the projects, in terms of the deliveries, what we are doing. And let's make it number one. And let's try to do. And
Absolutely.
let's make it number one, not just for Rotary, but for ourselves as well,
For
so that India
ourselves.
also becomes a number one economy once again,
Yes.
and we are able to work on various different concepts. So, Shamila, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And today we are actually ending up a 7 days long marathon of Bringle talks with you. But believe me, these 7 days have I have learned a lot much about you after being working with you for last 7 years. So I think this seven number is becoming a little very close in my own lifestyle as well, life journey as well, because I lost 7 businesses in 7 years and then building up everything. So it's like after seven, the things changes a lot in my life. So probably after this 7 years of work with you, now we are going to heading up for a very different and powerful journey together towards this $1 billion dream.
Yes.
We call it as let's bringle 1 billion soulful smiles together, Because your life is a proof, Sharmila, that resilience can turn limitations into possibilities. Service can turn possibilities into legacies. And for me personally, having you as a co-founder since 2017 has been a blessing. Your presence and trust gives me a strength as we build this mission together. Friends, this is the essence of Rotary Legacy Fridays. Stories that remind us of why we serve, how we must evolve from service above self to sustainable impact above self. To everyone watching here, let's build our Rotary legacy together and transform India into a skills and startups capital of the world. Subscribe to Bringle Talks YouTube channel. Check the link below and join the movement with Rotary CSR Service Awards. As well as, if you want to know more about Rotary or join our club or have a collaboration anywhere across the globe, click the link below in the description section. Because Rotary Legacy Fridays is not just about winding down, it's for giving back. Rotary and Vardhan for You is working towards scalable and sustainable social impact. Let's collaborate. Click the link below in the description and in the comments. Watch this and reimagine how service meets sustainability. Fund projects that outlive you. That's the real legacy. Click the link below. Watch the YouTube channel Bringle Talks. Subscribe it. See you next Friday with another story of Rotary Legacy. And don't miss the tomorrow's session of on Bringle Dreamwave, talking about our next speaker, how she has created a wonderful transformation in the country today. Thank you so much. So with this, जगाओ जगाओ हर घर तिरंगे के साथ, हर घर सोने की चिड़िया को जगाओ. Let's awaken the golden bird hidden inside each of you. Keep bringing, keep growing.